welcome back to part 2 of our cell biology summer refreshers. Last time we discussed cell types, organelles and microscopes, but in this video we'll be talking about transport, how cells become specialized and how organisms grow, repair and reproduce. So first up we've got transport across membranes. Now cells need to constantly move substances in and out, and they do this through 3 main processes: diffusion, osmosis and active transport. Diffusion is net movement of particles from high to low concentration, and it's passive, which means it doesn't require any energy. Osmosis is like diffusion, but it's specific to water. Water moves through a partially permeable membrane from a high water potential, which means more dilute, to a low water potential, which means more concentrated, and this is also passive. And then we have active transport, which is movement against a concentration gradient. This uses energy from respiration and it also uses carrier proteins to help facilitate the movement. Next up we have cell specialization and differentiation. Cell specialization is when a cell is adapted to perform a specific function. So for example, nerve cells or neurons will have a long axon to carry impulses, they have branched dendrites for connections, and they have myelin for fast transmission. Whereas muscle cells are long, full of mitochondria, and made of protein filaments that slide for contraction. 2 different types of cells that have specific functions. Next we have DNA, genes and chromosomes. Now this is language that you need to know for genetics. So as we know, DNA is the genetic material. A gene is a section of DNA that codes for a protein, and DNA is then wound into chromosomes. In humans, body cells are diploid with 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs. And then lastly we have the cell cycle, mitosis and meiosis. Cells grow and divide through the cell cycle. Mitosis is a process that produces 2 genetically identical daughter cells. This is for growth, repair and asexual reproduction. Now I won't go through all the phases in detail now, but you do need to know and be able to describe them. So they are interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and this is followed by cytokinesis, which is a splitting of the cells. Meiosis is still cell division, but in this case it makes gametes for sexual reproduction. It starts with 1 diploid parent cell, and then 2 divisions produce 4 genetically different haploid cells, which is the sperm or the egg. Differences then come from independent assortment and crossing over during meiosis, so this is like shuffling the DNA. This is what leads to slight genetic differences in the offspring, so like how siblings with the same parents might still have differences. And that is your fast but complete guide through cell biology. You've now covered the GCSE stuff that A-level biology already assumes you know, so you can focus on what's to come. Feel free to test yourself using the questions in the description. You can comment your answers if you like, and I can check them for you later.